to keep him on the stream because he's the two-time champion. You need him for content. You need him for views. You need him to make this event epic. And you know he was being weird. You couldn't have just said, hey man, you're too f***ed up, called him an Uber, and got him out of there.
Just that easy. And it's not even on some John like, oh yeah, you just trying to dump him off. It's like, yo, brother, you know he got an alcoholism problem. You know that the situations is looking uncomfortable for heads. It's like, bro, you got to solve it, bro. You have to. What about that is so hard to understand? It's common. It's two brain cells. Fire your neuron synapses. I don't understand. Look out. Yo, have people's best interests at heart. Like, that's really what Heads is doing? Crazy. Will always be. My. Like clockwork. You already know what it is. You've seen title and thumbnail, but first, the backstory. Yeah, if you ain't seen the videos recently, there was a situation going on with Ludwig, in which he had an event. He had threw like a Mario Kart X like brewski type event, Beerio or whatever, right? Where heads come through, they play Mario Kart and have to drink or whatever, right? He invited one of his friends and former collaborators, I guess, in this stance, Mang0, right? Which it was colloquially known that Mang0 was an alcoholic and had previously, before this event, obviously had alcohol issues and things and such like that. So going within this event, you see Ludwig and a good amount of clips enabling Mang0. He's saying he's blowing a .25, which is 3 times over the limit to drive. Then a .32, which is 4. Then he's saying let's up the numbers. Yeah, it's looking real terrible. You feel me? So the result of that, obviously Mang0 being super inebriated, yeah. He was wailing, he was humping his hat, you know what I'm saying? He was making some of the girly pops. You could clearly see in the John feel uncomfortable. It's wild works we got going on here. So yeah, within all that, obviously the aftermath, yo, Mang0 gets dropped from his org. He ends up dropping a response on Twitter. He takes accountability for his action and plans on, you know, obviously spending more time with his fam, his son, to get better. And obviously within all that, it's good. Obviously he wanted to rehabilitate off of the alcoholism problem and obviously get in a better mental state. So things like this are avoided. But yeah, unfortunately he got dropped from his gaming org, C9 and all that. It resulted, but obviously, as we said, hopefully Mang0 gets better. Now for the main point on the bull who doesn't want to take accountability for this. No. So Ludwig comes out with a little response on this boy. You already know how that gets down, right? He's saying that, yo, he feels no guilt from the situation. He's only responsible for himself, his team, and that's about it. I call bullshit. So yeah, within that, obviously, Letty was getting a ton of backlash because obviously in this situation, you can see from the clips, he was definitely enabling Mang0. So within all that, y'all seen title and thumbnail, Tectone had choice words, opinions, and conjecture about it. And I can't say I blame him considering, yeah, we know Letty deserves the backlash for this one. But within that, I guess Ludwig responded to him. So they had a little back and forth. So we about to go check that boy out. So I know this boy already been a yap sesh, but y'all already know how we get down. Trill talks everything, Trilly indeed yaps everything. Let's get right into it. You already know, like I was saying in the intro, shout out Tectone. We got my response to Ludwig. Of course, you guys want to watch the OG video. But only pains of conjecture. Down in the description, first link, show the love with Techie, you already know. And let's hop into this boy, because I'm already knowing it's about to get crazy. It's already crazy. Like, bro, what? What is we doing? Anyway. Fool don't know how to make vids. Like, come on.
Hey YouTube, what's going on? Today is actually going to be a little bit different from my normal videos. Unfortunately, a content creator by the name of Ludwig has invoked my name, and Ludwig has enough viewers.
Yes, forced his hand.
Will actually give a fuck, because blasting me in front of that many people, well, obviously I gotta say something, right? Obviously I gotta say something. So we're gonna say something. Now I would like to pretense this. I know there's a lot of people who don't like Ludwig right now. I know
that would be me,
but that's how it is. And I know for me,
I've been mixy on him for a minute, but yeah, after this Mang0 situation, he shot out for me for sure. But yeah, brother, Hassan Schilling, wasn't feeling too hot about it. Not at all.
It's very beneficial for me to say, oh, I fucking hate Ludwig. The guy's a piece of shit. The guy's a rat. And to be honest, I did say the rat, but that's just for clickbait. That's just for views. You know how that goes. To be completely honest, I was actually a big fan of Ludwig for quite a while. To be honest, I still think he's honestly a pretty okay guy. Not
after this.
really as much as he used to be, but honestly, I got no issues with the guy. But recently, I did a little bit of calling him out. I did a little bit of calling him out.
Did a little bit of calling, just a little bit of calling him out. I'm telling you, I'm never gonna be able to do the Trumpy impression.
Because the events that occurred on his stream made me a little bit sick. They made me a little bit upset.
I feel like, yeah, brother, you have a fair opinion there. I feel like me too.
And it shook me to my core. And the reason why it bothered me so much is due to the fact that I had that pre-existing respect for Ludwig, that pre-existing affinity for Ludwig. I mean, I even used to steal the guy's thumbnails and titles.
See, and this is the same John I was saying in the other vids too. Like, yo, Ludwig still, even to the day, makes good content. Like, yo, it's Jones that I can understand why heads would appreciate it. But even on that factor, like, if we take and separate art from the artist, yeah, the artist is... It's not looking hot right now. But of course, yeah, Letty's content, like I was using the examples of the what's it called, like where he lets chat buy his Amazon card and all that type of stuff. Like that John is fire. But again, this Mixie, terrible.
Absolutely, I 100% did. I used to consume his content all the time. I watched that whole damn subathon when he was sleeping in that race car bed. And I think a lot of people are currently disappointed in Ludwig's actions.
Extremely.
And the fact that he won't take accountability for them is honestly quite disheartening.
Pathetic.
We're gonna break this down bit by bit. I'm gonna show you the call out, the reason why I'm making this video. I was gonna make one and leave it alone because I don't really consider Ludwig a threat to the streaming space like I do other people that I frequently make content on. I'm not
Hassan,
a guy who wants drama with anybody and everybody. I never want to be that drama at all. I just want to correct the bully's behavior in this space, which is why I like calling out all of the problematic people, the people giving people false accusations, false allegations, promoting terrorism, saying horrific things about people's dead relatives, implying that people are criminals on
Hassan Orbiter's denims, you know what I'm saying, like Casey Tron-Frogan,
baseless claims. Those are the people that I consider threats. However, Ludwig was a very, very, very small man yesterday, so let's go ahead and talk about it. And I want to make this very clear. Ludwig, if you do see this, and this does hurt your feelings, I mean, I guess it is what it is. I want to let you...
I'm like, bro, forget his feelings being hurt. Brother, are you going to take accountability for this or what? Actually, I know you're not.
You know, I'm not sitting here talking about false accusations. I'm not sitting here talking about false allegations.
False. They on cam. We have the clips.
I'm not doing anything speculative. What I am doing right now is I'm doing a thorough breakdown on objectively what you did that is on stream.
Yeah. He did a whole lot of nothing.
That is proven by your own actions. If you want to make a follow-up video shit talking me, you're more than welcome to. If you want to make a video talking about all of the horrible shit that everybody fucking does that's been pulled out of their ass, you're more than welcome
The only video that nigga should be dropping is a fucking apology.
to. You want to
And it's gonna be shit no matter what.
stay away from drama, and sure, I don't know if Hassan will approve of you making that video, but if you do
Highly doubt it.
get your daddy's permission, then sure, go ahead, you can do that. That's a little bit of a joke. I know that probably pissed you off. But let's go ahead and get into this shit right now. So, last night, Ludwig goes live with C-DogVA. He goes ahead and he says this.
Enable game chat. It's actually one of my greatest pleasures that...
Now, I would like to pretense this with C-DogVA is currently 1-3. They're losing very hard. The enemy is up 7 kills. They're both probably miserable as fuck. And as well as they're playing League of Legends, which means they're most likely on suicide watch enough as it is. I don't know how much money you would have to pay me to play League of Legends on stream. Jesus Christ, haven't done that in years. But usually this is how you know someone has chronic clinical depression. Yeah, oh, you can't hear it? Great, let me pull up another clip then.
Enable game chat. It's actually one of my greatest pleasures that I get to die never having to speak to these people.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's like a Tectone video. I can die never watching one.
Cute.
It sounds to me like somebody may or may not have watched my video.
They did.
I know. Ludwig, the thing that's really a shame, and what I don't know if you'll actually believe me for, is that the original video was called Ludwig is a disgusting, filthy, lying rat.
Which is true.
I, who have a conscience, just changed it to be Ludwig is a rat. And I think you'd agree after watching this video that me calling you what you are isn't an insult. I'm trying to make you aware of your own actions, not...
Yeah, I just like, yo, he's so calm about this shit. I just gotta let you know, gang, your actions here looking crazy. I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't know if you seen them. These Jones. Like, bro, y'all know me, I'm crashing already. I'm just like, nah, never, bruh. Like, are you gonna own up for this shit or what, nigga? Like, that ass.
Things that I've speculated upon, but things that you have actually done. Not 4 years ago, not 5 years ago, 2 days ago, to one of your closest friends. Now, you expressed that you'd rather kill yourself than watch one of my videos. Well, Ludwig, I have a feeling you
Oh my god, this nigga's such a Hassan shield. That fucking sucks.
sound a lot like somebody who's watched one of my videos. And by the way, if you're here watching my video right now, make sure to press like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell for all notifications. Let's
Already got you, gang.
keep going here.
Shout out Techie, shout out love.
So true.
It's a good life. It's a good life that I get.
I know, C-Dog being a bro.
Yeah, brother. And maybe your life is good, IRL, I ain't gonna lie, but your online space life looking terrible. Your rep looking dog shit right now.
Backing up his homie, who's clearly tilted. You know what's really funny, Lud? Trash Taste, C-DogVA, Joey, Giga, they actually
Oh, he's gonna talk about the Hassan John. Nobody even brings this up anymore. No one brings this up. I'm like, bro, heads need to bring this shit up more. They be like, yo, bro, nah, bro, well, we already know Hassan is bad to come on your platform, bro. That's you know how many times I done discussed that in itself? Like, brother, you gain nothing from collabing with Hassan. Quite literally nothing. Yo, you collab with him, you do something the audience don't like, you're exiled, now they trashing you on the snarks. Like, bro, let's... Never. Anyway, yeah, they need to talk about this Trash Taste John more. Like, yo, he went on there, bro, they lost 10K subs, bro. The comments was looking, terrible.
invited me on Trash Taste way back in the day. Do you know that Joey used to watch my content on Arc Nights every single day? I actually have a lot of respect for the Trash Taste crew, but I do think it was funny that C-Dog said so true. Obviously cheering on a good old buddy in League of Legends. Some people want me to be angry at
No, I wanted him to talk about it. Shit.
that, but I just won't. I've met up with C-Dog and VA in real life, and I still like the guy a little bit, even if he was taking a little bit of shit talk at me. He hasn't really done anything fucked up, so I don't feel like the need to go in on him. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's keep going here. I don't really thrive for drama, and I hope that you believe me here. If I was, I would say, man, Ludwig and C-DogVA, they really crossed the line, and now we're crashing out. Yeah.
Now he's not playing.
I'm just not really interested in doing that, Ludwig. This isn't me farming you for clicks. This is me showing a man who has fucked up. And we're now 7 minutes into this video. We're going to get in here even more. We're going to keep going here.
Really healthy.
Yo, I saw this chat where Pegasus just rap. Yo, shout out to Slop King.
It is. It is.
Great. So you said that you would rather kill yourself than watch one of my videos. And that's not really cool to say. So let me tell you why you had this very small, very petty little boy behavior on your stream. And that is because you are now facing the consequences of your own actions.
What do I say every time, bro? Stupid actions, stupid consequences. I say it literally every time. Ludwig, you fucked up, my nigga. You did some stupid shit, and that stupid shit was doing nothing at all when you should have definitely been the nigga, especially there, since it's your event, to do some shit. God damn. Them stupid consequences hitting, huh? Tough.
Where you have fucked up, and once again, you are skirting accountability, and you completely threw over one of your friends under the bus after you completely fucked over his life. And I mean this genuinely, Ludwig. You completely, but
like, bruh, Mang0 was with, I was talking about an intro, but Mang0 was with C-Non for like 11 years, bruh. Like, damn, bruh. And like, that's not to shelve and take away like the shit from Mang0, because obviously, yo, at the end of the day, in it, John, it is still technically right. Like, yo, he is his own man, and him doing this shit, like, yeah. But he took accountability for it again, unlike a certain motherfucker.
Fucked Mang0's entire life. Now, I want to make this very clear. Did Mang0 fuck up? Absolutely.
100%.
100%. Of course
yeah.
he did. Everybody knows he did. And he is responsible for his own actions.
Yep.
Now, a lot of you guys, and this is the reason why I'm making this video, a lot of you guys say Ludwig is not responsible for someone else's actions in his event. This is a good counter argument that a lot of people say. Because play devil's advocate.
I mean, yeah, sure. Like, if the event is going right and nothing is really going down or whatever, and then this one head start acting crazy just out of nowhere, like, let's just say he didn't even have no AUX, because that's what I'm about to be getting into to argue against this. Like, let's just say, yeah, then, like, yo, it's not Luddy's fault, but, like, still, again, you should handle the situation, what I would assume in this scenario he would be at least trying to be. But yeah, then, like, fair. But he was blatantly enabling him. Directly. 0.25, 0.32. Let's get those numbers up. Like, he's boxed. He's boxed. It's done.
A lot of you guys might think, well, that's Mang0. It's not Ludwig's fault. He's not responsible for anybody else's actions. And for some people, you might agree. Some people might say no. Some people might say yes. Do you know who would disagree with that very take? Do you know who would disagree that you are not responsible for someone else's actions? Ludwig himself. And this is why we're talking about this here today. The only person responsible for someone's actions is the someone that did the action. If little Timmy sees a video of a guy eating a fuckload of Takis and faking domestic violence, and then eats a fuckload of Takis and slaps his crush, Timmy is responsible, not the other guy. I just said your argument is weak. Fight someone else in the comments. How is it weak, bro? Nobody is responsible for what random idiots do but the idiot that did it. The fact that you seem to think that you have this much pull and control over randos that roll up to his stream says more about ego than anything else, to which Ludwig responded, I think there's a lot of good arguments for not having responsibility. I just specifically think mentioning a 1 in 100,000 extreme case is proof of...
Oh my god. Yo, this is the Lud thing I always talk about. Yo, if say you got 100,000 heads, bro, and you tell them blatantly not to do something, bro, and like them heads still do it, it's like, bro, that's not on you. Like, bro, that's them. You blatantly told them not to do so. But see, this argument in this kid, like this argument right here, would not work for Luddy because he blatantly enabled Mang0. I talk about this all the time. I swear to God. Yo, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm looking at it just like, wait, what? Wait, bro. It's so wait, this gets even better. His own argument that, yo, he was oh my god. Of course it would come back to bite him. That's right there what I like to call karma. Tough.
Why that should be the case is weak. Weak argument equals weak stance. It's not weak, it's true. You aren't responsible for what randoms do unless you specifically say, hey, go do unshit in my name. Ludwig, you have actively fought people who said
directly
that you aren't responsible for someone else's actions. You believe that you are responsible for someone else's actions. By the way, this was in regards to chat policing. This was in place for community policing, saying that a streamer is in control of their chat and a streamer is in control of their community, and they should dictate what that chat and community should do. So if you believe a streamer is in charge of their chat, randoms on the internet, why the fuck do you think you're not responsible for taking care of one of your best friends in a weakened state around alcohol that you know is his vice, a suffering alcoholic in a public on display format in front of hundreds of thousands of people? Ludwig.
And you want to know why? Because he knows when he does take accountability for this shit, he's fucking cooked. He's fucked. Because everyone can colloquially see, brother, you did nothing. You did nothing to quell this. You enabled him, and then you tried to shelve off the blame. You're a fucking rat. So, hey, we're gonna see. Does he take accountability for this shit? I fucking doubt it. But if he does, or even if he doesn't, he's still getting this fucking backlash regardless.
If you had a fucking spine, you would understand that you fucked up bringing Mang0 into that situation. You need to wake the f up.
Wake up, Luddy.
Because if you are going to say that a streamer is in charge of their chat, yes, the streamer host should be fucking taking care of the people in their community.
Directly, especially, again, like Techie is saying, you're the host. This is your event. You're known for running events. You would think at this point, especially with you doing this and doing mad of these Johns, you would be able to handle, and your PR on this shit would be fucking... But it's not. It was fucking awful. Like, you literally didn't do shit, and it kills me, bro. You see the clips again with the 0.25, 0.32. Let's up the numbers. The clip that's like the most biting shit besides those, because those are still fucking insane. They're like all the 1A. I'm not even gonna lie, all the clips of the 1A. They're all that fucking bad. But the one that's really like bothering me though is that Mang0 starts literally humping, getting fucking humpy with this nigga Luddy. And you can see on his face that even he is uncomfortable and does nothing. It's genuinely mind blowing. I'm just sitting there like, bro, word? For real though? Alright. Okay.
Ludwig, you invited a known alcoholic of 10 years to an alcohol abusing festival, and you cheered for this.
Bro. Yo, it's pain looking at the clips, bro. It is pain. I'm not even trying to gas it, but it is that bad. If you look ahead to like talking about this, it is that bad, bro. It is.
Hey, everybody!
Ready for this?
I'm not. And I've seen it so many times, and I'm still never ready for it.
1.32!
So apparently,
You cheered
Shout out, Papa
for
God.
a alcoholic blowing a .32. You need to see this, okay? The legal limit in America is a .08. Ludwig, he was 4 times over that in the .3 to .4 zone of alcohol poisoning and loss of consciousness. Once he got to a .32, you say, and I quote, let's get those numbers up. At .4, he was at .3.
Could you believe that? He's 4 times over the legal limit, nigga. You wanna go, like I said in the other video, higher. This is crazy. He feels no guilt. No guilt. Only responsible for himself and his team. All I'm gonna keep saying, okay. Okay.
2. At .4, it is potentially fatal, risk of coma and death. At .3, you have alcohol poisoning, loss of consciousness, altered mood, reduced reaction time, slurred speech, slowed thinking, nausea, vomiting, loss of balance. This isn't drama, Ludwig. This is you putting streamers' lives at risk for...
Nah, seriously. Like, obviously, within all that, and I say it all the time, like, yo, what's the thing that breeds the most online? Negativity, the dramas, and all that type of beat. But even out of the... Like, at the end of the day, with this, schlup, I guess, right here, yo... Nah, this like some serious Jones. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, it truly does baffle me that like he really feels as though he did nothing wrong. That's crazy to me. Like, that's actually wild. Nothing. No shred of guilt. Fuck that cloud shit. I'm gonna keep saying it. Fuck that cloud shit.
content. He blacked the fuck out. Even his tweets show he has no idea what the fuck happened. He doesn't even remember the night event. He doesn't even remember doing anything. He was that fucked up, and you encouraged that. Now, some
Directly.
people are saying that he got to a .37 later in the party. I cannot verify that.
Not verified, but it doesn't matter. He's still 4 times over the limit, and Luddy's sitting over there pussyfooting doing fucking nothing.
I cannot find the clip, so I don't want to weigh in on that. I'm not going to speculate. I'm not going to go in on what people are accusing you of. I am only going to talk about what is in front of me. And you putting someone else's life at risk is not good, especially someone who you considered one of your best friends.
This fool, like, is crazy. Yo, oh my God. Like, this is, see, that's why I'm saying there's always the balance of the slops. You know what I'm saying? We get our enjoyment, you know what I'm saying? We get our laughs, our gel sessions, and then there's the crashes where I'm really sitting there pissed because, like, I always say all the time, like, another good part of slops is like, yo, I'm always able to reference Jones. Y'all see me all the time, like, Chili, don't pre-watch, I swear. It's like, yo, we just know all the stuff from watching the slops. Ah, sloppy, lovely. And then there's when, yo, yeah, that bites me because I keep thinking of every clip from this John, bruh. It's infuriating. Yo, Luddy's sitting there saying, like, yo, man, yo, Mang0 probably had like 10,000 brews in his whole life. Nah, bro. Yo, he's talking to Valkyrie. She's like, yo, isn't the event enabling him? He's like, nah, bro, he's a 2-time champ. What? Nigga, what the fuck are... Yo. Alright.
And here's the worst thing, Ludwig. You can't act like you didn't fucking know. And the reason why you can't act that way is because multiple streamers warned you.
Yo. Yeah, nah, Chili's a psychic. I don't give a fuck, bro. Chili's a psychic. Nah, Chili's a psychic. The exact... Yo.
To not... fuck...
No pre-watch. Yeah, I probably don't fucking believe me anyway.
Can invite him.
Mang0 was saying that shit earlier.
Mang0's been practicing drinking beer for a week.
Okay, Mang0
I didn't even hear that in any of the clips.
like an alcoholic. Mang0 can drink 30 beers.
You said, and I quote, Mang0 is an alcoholic. Should I invite an alcoholic to a beer drinking party? Is it okay for a recovering alcoholic to drink? For some recovering alcoholics, the safe course remains complete abstention, avoiding not just the chemical, but also the psychological triggers associated with alcohol consumption.
I would agree. I ain't gonna lie. Again, and that's the whole thing with Mang0. That's why everyone is hoping, like, yo, he can rehabilitate from the alcoholism and all that type of jazz. Like, yo, this can really end up bad. Continuing.
Well, there we go. That's what Google thinks. Yeah, Ludwig, we shouldn't invite a fucking alcoholic with a known alcohol issue to a beer drinking party. You invited this person personally. And it's like, dude, I literally feel like I'm talking to a child right now. Like,
Oh, he is a massive man-child. I mean, his god caddy Zing, or what? What the hell? Yo, that was definitely not grammar. His god daddy king, or better yet, god zaddy king, because these motherfuckers. Yeah, he tends to be on the same type of timing.
I hate how in big 2025, you're 29 years old. We're pretty much the same age. I'm 31. Now, according to the internet, I'm dead in the dirt, and you still got 1 year left to live. Because once you're 30, then you're fucking dead. That's just how the fucking world works. This is the thing that I don't understand when people tell me, oh, well, now you're covering politics. I'm not covering politics, guys. I'm covering common fucking sense.
That's how I be feeling. I'm not gonna lie, that's a good way to encapsulate how I'm feeling. I'm just like, bro, I'm just sitting here, like, condemning niggas on their stupidity. It's just like, why the fuck are we doing this blatantly, like, stupid shit? It's a commonality on the internet.
I don't know how someone is this bitter at me due to the fact that I said, hey man, don't invite your recovering alcoholic buddy to a beer drinking party. Encourage him at a 0.25 to drink more. Encourage him at a 0.32 to drink more, getting him to a near fatal level of alcoholism. And then when he does things he doesn't remember, then you throw him underneath the bus. Guys.
Directly. He's like, yo, oh my, see, the curse of the slop. I'm remembering more things. He get up on the jump, bruh. He's like, yo, man, it's a privilege to come to the events, man. A privilege to come to that event? Yeah, he couldn't have been talking about that dog shit. What the fuck? Yo, I'm just speechless, bro. This shit is crazy. This shit is nutty. what the fuck are we even like sitting here doing? How could niggas even from his own community just not question that shit at all? That's what's wild to me, bruh. And I hate to be on the fucking like, yo, bruh, the fucking, yo, it's the fucking Hassan shit, but bro, it's okay, whatever. Now I'm Dick Eden. All right.
Is now permanently banned on Twitch. He's been removed from C9, which he was like one of the original members, as well
11 years.
as there was one other thing, and now he's banned from all future Ludwig events, meaning
After this shit, who the fuck is wanna go to them shits, bro? You must be desperate for clout, dead ass.
after this severe hit in his career, there is no way for him to have a bounce back.
And act the same he does off no beers. He's a machine of a
He
man.
said he had 7 beers already today.
If you ask him how many
Yo, I gotta keep catching myself, bro. We can't get banned. We just hit 10K. Shout out y'all, you already know. I love everybody in the audience. It's love. You feel me? Yeah, we cannot get banned. I am actually speechless. I just have nothing. It blows my mind. All of this is said all on cam. We got the clips. The heads knew what it was with Mang0. No one. But forget it being anyone. I know who it should have been and who it wasn't. Shit. Bro, this shit is this is bullshit. Like,
beers he's had lifetime, it's probably above 10,000.
this is what I said earlier.
He's the he's
Valkyrie says, and I quote, "And when someone looks at you like this, with a concerned look like this, isn't..."
Yo, she said, like a... I don't, hold on, wait. I don't know about that one, bit, bro. Actually, I know for sure that John bad. Yeah, you a dumbass. Anyway.
This event enabling him, what did you respond with?
a 2-time champion. He's never lost.
Yo, I feel like I'm gonna blow a gasket, bro. Oh my
You
god.
completely skirt the question and you say, well, he's the 2-time champion. Yeah, I would imagine an alcoholic is the champion of an alcohol party. Yes. Now let's keep going here. Now maybe you didn't know what his actions were. Maybe you didn't see him getting crazy. Maybe you didn't see him going over the edge. Maybe you didn't see a weird part of him being unlocked and party on 4K on thousands of people's streams. Maybe you just didn't see, and this is why you're ragging this way after the fact. Oh, let's watch this clip real quick.
Karaoke?
We're doing it here.
Here?
Well, apparently.
Yo, why are niggas like naked in this shit? Yo, Mang0 is in his fucking drawers and now this nigga is shirtless. What the hell is going on here?
Everyone's just trying to run it here because we got drinks.
Oh my god. God damn it.
I'm down. Hi, babe.
Yo, look. Yo, this nigga! Yo, this nigga's gonna have me so fucking hot, bro. Is this nigga serious? Like, bro, what the fuck? Nigga, do something, bro. Do something. You already fucked up. Where the fuck
His
are you
eyes
going?
are glazed over. His speech is slurred. He's in an environment where his shirts are off because you thought of a great idea that it should be shirts versus skins.
That was a thing, part of it? What? Yo, yo, Luddy, do not make me pull that out, bro. Real shit. Do not, bro. Bro. Do you want the name? Do you want Hassan's name? Do you know the second part? Don't make, bro.
He's immediately trying to touch women.
Don't beat her ass.
You guys are amazing.
No, finally something. Holy fuck.
I won't let him beat you up.
You push him away.
Thank you, Lud. That was
He
so
comes
fun.
closer.
You. Yeah, I'm done. There is no way, bro. There is no way. This is mind blowing, bro. This is mind blowing. Brother, you gotta start Yo, when is niggas gonna start adulting, bro? When? Like, bro, it's gotta be soon, my nigga. Oh my fucking god, bro. My shit's is backwards. I don't even give a fuck. Shit is so stupid, bro.
Thanks for having me. Boink, boink, boink.
You know he's being weird.
Oh my god, this shit is fucking torture.
I got second in the.
It's right in front of you. You know he's being weird.
What the hell is that?
Absolutely die. Right?
Borderlands spawns are actually good.
He's still being fucking weird.
It was fun.
Oh my
I was loving it. I love
This
Borderlands.
shit, no. There is no, how, I just keep going back to it. How is he gonna say he feels no guilt? That is, yo.
Four. But this was the best day ever.
You push him away again. You then try to block him off from Extra Emily.
She only watches that shit once a month.
You know very well that he is completely far gone. You know very well he's being weird as fuck. You know very well he's smacking on bitches' heads. You know he's gone. You know he's blazed. You know he's over the limit. What you should have done, and it's very obvious, and I hate saying this, and you're the one who said that you should be responsible for your own community. If you did not say that, this video would not be being made. I would say, okay.
Which is why I always bring that shit up. The point is so fucking stupid, bruh. Like, bro, if you tell your community not to do some shit, if you quell this shit, stupid actions have stupid consequences.
Ludwig doesn't give a fuck. Clearly, you are trying to give the illusion that you give a fuck. With Hassan saying, and I quote, Ludwig calculates the most friendly, non-offensive takes of all time. Well, in this non-offensive take where you said that everybody was responsible for their Twitch chat and community, you need to be responsible for what happens at your parties. You know he was being weird. You chose.
It is undoubted. Like, there is no way he doesn't share a blame or responsibility. Like, it is directly, again, like stated, it's his event. This shit going on at your jump. This is like the first John I've seen of you even trying slightly to do some shit, but you barely did anyway. Like, what, bro?
Chose to keep him on the stream because he's the two-time champion. You need him for content. You need him for views. You need him to make this event epic. And you know he was being weird as shit. You couldn't have just said, hey, man, you're too fucked up. Called him an Uber and got him out of there.
Just that easy. And it's not even on some John like, oh, yeah, you just trying to dump him off. It's like, yo, brother, you know he got an alcoholism problem. You know that the situations is looking uncomfortable for heads. It's like, bro, you got to solve it, bro. You have to. What about that is so hard to understand? It's common. It's two brain cells. Fire your neuron synapses. I don't understand. Look out. Yo, have people's best interests at heart. Like, that's really what Heads is doing? Crazy. Will always be.
You kept him live on this shit. You know he was being weird the entire fucking time. And his life is now completely fucking ruined. Now, obviously, I know there's some things that happened with your dad. I'm not going to bring those up. There's a lot of people who want me to bring those up, and you know what I'm going to say, and I'm not going to say it. Because I don't feel like crossing that boundary. But if anybody should know the effect of alcoholism, it should.
Yeah, it was we discussed it on the last vid when we were talking about this jazz. But yeah, going off what Techie says, and if you've seen that context, definitely Ludwig, from his own mouth, from his response, yeah, he definitely should be one person that should know how far the alcoholism can take people and how bad it can get.
Be you. You should know damn well how bad that is. And it's a shame, rather than showing any remorse, you say, fuck Mang0, he's never invited, he fucked up by himself, nobody else played into that. You set bro up for disaster. And
for direct failure.
And you know he did. You know you did. You took an alcoholic, you brought it to your party, you were warned to not do this. You were questioned.
Yo, Valkyrie said he already has 7 brews before the jump. Like, bro, what? Bro. What?
hey,
The John ain't even start. Why is Heads is already drunk? This John didn't even start yet. Bro, it's a dunzo dealio. Is over. Like,
isn't this enabling him? Your other friend said, hey, the amount of alcohol he's drinking is very dangerous. We should stop.
yeah, when Doug was saying that, John, yeah.
You say, no, we need to get those numbers up. You get him to a 0.32, blackout levels of alcoholism. He acts weird. You see him being weird. You don't step in. You don't remove him. You let him continue when he doesn't know what's going on, and now his life is ruined forever. You could have apologized. You could have maybe helped him get into an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, though judging by your actions,
He wouldn't help anybody with anything, because he is a fucking rat. Looking very similar to a certain somebody.
you most likely would bring a kegger to an Alcohol Anonymous meeting. You set him up to fail. You ruined his life. His wife is in shambles. And while I agree, Mang0 did.
Oh yeah, nah, Mang0's wife was ripping fucking Luddy a new one, bruh. She was like, nigga, you're not shit. You're a man-child bitch. I was like, damn.
Fuck up, and I absolutely agree. He is responsible for his own actions.
Of course.
You are responsible for bringing your friend into this incredibly dangerous.
Bringing him there, enabling him directly when he's there, when he's doing weird jump, barely trying to stop him. And then, like the one scenario that we had just seen, that was the one John, quite literally the only clip where you see Ludwig try to stop him. That's the only John. At least as far as I've seen. But shit, I've been seeing this a lot within the past couple of days. This is pathetic, bro.
Dangerous environment. You are. And you can be upset at me. And the reality is, Ludwig, if you are upset at me, you want to know why that is? Because you're not actually upset at me. You're upset at yourself. You know I have not misconstrued anything. You know I don't have an agenda against you. I have no pre-existing hatred for you whatsoever. In fact, I've been told by a lot of my friends, old friends, that I should hate you, and I don't. But I think displaying this level of childishness and this lack of any empathy or support or caring for your friends is disgusting. And I hate this world of streaming that we live in.
Yeah, me too. Again, it's cloud and money centric focus. Like it's just direct. I ain't gonna lie. Like, and I won't even say like, bruh, hypocritical Trilly, because Dad said all the time, like, yo, I was gonna do job for the dollar. But let it be moral and ethical, and nothing about this shit is moral and ethical. Fuck. Hell nah. But I don't know. I guess that's my opinion. Now y'all know me, bro. Family, your friends, your peoples, that's always gonna be my number one over cheese, over everything, bro. So to see shit like this, and then like to know that they was supposed to be peoples, they was close on all that shit, bro. Yeah, bro, nah. Luddy, you're a fucking rat, my nigga. Like, dead ass. Like, what the fuck is this, bro? You barely did shit. You ain't try to stand on any business, none. Shit is crazy. And you call yourself the mogul?
Where we're willing to throw anybody under the bus if it means saving our own skin. You couldn't even take a little bit. You couldn't even take a little bit of bad PR to ease it up on him even a little bit. You said, nah, fuck him. It's all his fault. I can't believe he did that.
And that's what I was saying earlier. Like, yo, he knows if he even try to do this, John, now, especially when Heads is calling him out with the backlash, bro, it's done. Like, bro, the apology, bro, it's gonna be so bad. So, of course, the only optical decision, we sacrifice Mang0. That's real good of you right there, Luddy.
You say, oh man, disgusting. I don't condone that. Oh, pathetic. Not me. You couldn't have said, man, I feel horrible. Mang0 was my friend. I knew he was struggling with alcoholism, but I invited him anyways. I was warned. I didn't listen. People warned me again. I didn't listen. I fed into his weakness. I fed into his vices, and he fucked up, and I hate the fact that I put him in that position. You didn't say that. You
Not at all. No, he doesn't feel any guilt.
couldn't take any heat off of that.
No accountability whatsoever. Literally zero.
You let him fry and die by himself, and now his life is over. And once again, am I a big...
We won't say over. I feel like in terms of content and all that, yeah, it's gonna definitely be rough. But his life overall, like obviously, like we said, he's gonna spend more time with his son, more time with his family. Obviously, he's gonna work on rehabilitating off the alcoholism. Like, he could obviously do better in future endeavors. Just the content side, I feel like, yeah, For Mang0, it's probably done. So yeah.
C9 Mang0 fan? No, I don't even know the guy. I know he plays Smash. Maybe I watched a couple clips. Is he one of the guys in the Wombo combo clip? I don't fucking know. I'm just calling a spade
Wombo combo.
spade. And I really just think, and guys, this goes for all streamer parties. If you're recording yourself on a streamer party and you're getting alcohol involved, that shit's gay as fuck. It is. I've been to a couple. I'll never go again. And if I do end up going to one in the future, I bet your ass I will be sober as fuck, making sure.
That's why, like, bruh. I feel like on that tip, bro. I don't know if y'all ever seen the TikTok, bro, but whenever I say to y'all, bro, I don't want to go outside, bro. This is the shit I really mean. Like this. Like, not even on the cloud tip, just in general. Like, yeah, if y'all ever seen a TikTok of the guys, like, I don't go to clubs, I don't go to parties, I don't go out. Like, bro, that's the shit I'm, like, I don't fucking care. Like, I just do not give a fuck. That shit to, like, bro, yeah, yo, if y'all ever see Trilly Jones, bro, fucking not, because I don't post shit. But, yeah, Trilly love to dance, all that shit. Like, bro, it's fun, but this party vibe, this cloud shit, like, bro, I just don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm feeling that shit. So I'm feeling what Tectone saying, like, bro, nah. Like, nah, that shit is just so fucking boring to me. I don't know. That's just my own opinion, bro. Niggas could call me lame for that shit. You right, bro. I'm not on shit. But I'm not gonna lie. At the same time, it's like, the way I'm looking at, like, yo, different heads enjoy, like, different things. And, like, yo, within those means, yo, have fun. I want heads to be happy and all that shit. But, yeah, that type of lifestyle, like, it's just not for Trilly. I'm not really trying to go out to the club, the parties and shit. I'm chilling in the basement. Slippy type shit. Like, yo, we got vids to make, bro. I'm not gonna cap. I don't know. But anyway, sidebar right. Nobody gives a fuck about Trilly. Anyway, back to the shit.
That the people there are okay and actually trying to help people if they're making an ass out of themselves rather than enabling it and letting them destroy their lives. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. But I think this whole situation is absolutely disgusting. I think it's been handled with, to be honest, a disgusting amount of negligence. Disgusting amount of no one being able to take accountability for their own actions. And I'm seeing deflecting and misconstruing, and I'm not seeing anybody try to help someone out where they completely fucked their life. And yes, once again, I'm going to say this for the third time this video, Mang0 absolutely fucked up as well.
Again, like 100%. But see, this is the factor. And again, it's not to, like, yo, shove off blame from him. Like, because again, 100%, he himself, he probably knows, yeah, man, like, I got a son at home and all this type of beat. This is probably not even the type of actions should be even just getting myself into on a base level. Like, yo, this event involves alcohol. Like, maybe it's not one for me. But that's a whole different thing in itself. At least he could shelve up accountability on this. At least he could go on Twitter and put that John out. Luddy is sitting here taking nada. Nothing, no guilt. Just shelving it. I'm telling you. Throwing it off. Like, word? It's sad as shit to me. That's what it is. Simply.
But Ludwig, so did you. And you need to take accountability.
You won't.
Don't do this shit. Because you want to know why more people aren't calling you out? Because they know you're a figurehead. They know you're a ringleader. They know if they hold you accountable for your own actions, they won't get invited to the next big streamer thing.
Exactly. To the T's.
And that's why these people don't call you out. Because they know they want the clout. And you know that's true.
Nigga, fuck the clout. We want the money. Ethical money. Moral money. Again, once more. Don't care if Trilly is repeating himself. But this is the shit I be saying. Fuck that clout shit. Fuck that, bro. I'll just be a fucking loser. I don't give a fuck.
True. You know, a lot of these people don't actually give a fuck about you. They only care about what you can do for them. And that's the truth. When all this shit's said and done, it's a shame. I think the streaming space is already just...
Keep your fucking peoples close. I was saying this shit on the last vid. I'm saying it again. Keep your real peoples that have your real best interests at heart around. The peoples that actually love you. Keep them around.
Disgusting. And to be honest, I think it got a little bit more disgusting over the past couple days. Let's take some accountability, guys. Let's try to be good friends in a space full of piranhas and full of pieces of shit. Let's just try to help our friends Let's not set them up for disaster. And when you see someone fall, you don't have to kick him in the nuts. Take some accountability. I know you're 29. I guess 2 more years till you gain empathy, just like I-dubs. I'm out.
He still didn't gain it. But you already know what it is. Shout out Techie. Tectone. Because, yo, he was spitting his reels. Keeping it peas. Keeping it on business. Standing on it. Unlike a certain someone. But that was my response to Ludwig. Of course, if you guys want to watch it without the Trilly app, down in the description. First link, share their love with Techie once more. But final opinions and conjecture. Nah. I'm just going to repeat what I just came off of saying again. When I say the word family, the word love, whoever you think of, keep them close to you. Please. Because I know what people you shouldn't. Other than that, though, again, should have loved a Techie. And I'm going to catch y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.